Happy April 25th. Sharing this picture of a lovely rose that my sister has grown outside her home in Arizona. Sharing that because today would have been my mom's 93rd birthday. It's kind of hard to believe that she would have been 93. 93? Yeah, oh my goodness. So welcome. Welcome. This is Heritage Trace Studio, Flosstube number either 9 or 10. And it's been a while since I've been on. I'm so glad that you are tuning in, and I hope that you'll see things that you like and that you enjoy the video, and hit that like and subscribe and all those things that YouTube tells us that we should tell people to do. So I have, even though my book where I'm supposed to record what I've been doing stitchy-wise, looked like this for March. Few stickers, not much writing, even less writing the longer the month went on. And then there's April. And here we are at the 25th of April, and looks like this. Look at all those blanks. Blank. But I've been extremely busy, and that's why there's nothing written down. There's been no time to make those kinds of connections. So what have I been up to? What you been doing? That's how I really wanted to start out. Did I do it? Did I say that? This is the third time I've started this video because I've been playing with the lighting. I look like I'm in a cave. I'm in a dark, mysterious room where there are things back there waiting to come forward. I was playing with the lighting a lot because I was trying to get it so that when I showed you things, you wouldn't get glare and that you'd actually be able to see something of what I'm trying to show. What a novel concept, right? So that's why it looks like this. Please comment and tell me if, it's just too disconcerting to have a dark background like that, or if it helped you to see things better. Not a professional, this whole Flosstube thing is kind of fly by the seat of your pants sometimes, even though I make notes of things I want to be sure and say, things I want to be sure and show you, things I want to be sure and tell you. Sometimes things just kind of go awry, I was well into my whole thing first time around today, and there was just too much glare. It's a very unusual day. I live in North Texas in the DFW area, and we've been having a lot of cloudy days. We've been having rain, which is great. Not too much rain, just enough rain. So the cloudy days will be cloudy, which is its own lighting challenge. And then the sun will kind of come out. Like right now, the sun's kind of out, and it comes and it goes and it comes and it goes, which makes it hard when you're trying to do a video. But it is what it is, so let's persevere. Onward and forward. I don't know if we're going upward, but we're going forward. I have nothing finished. Yeah, nothing finished. But like I said, contrary to what the calendar shows, I have been busy. I have been stitching. I've been stitching like mad. Are you going to see a whole lot of stitching? You're going to see a lot of stitching, maybe not in a way you might think, but so I have whips, and I have a lot of haul to share. is more haul than I should have had haul, but there it is. And I also want to tell you about one of the things that kept me busy for part of April. So there is a retreat every year. It's called Stitching Texas. And the theme this year for Stitching Texas was State Fair. And so that's, I guess, a big Ferris wheel back there behind the Texas skyline. This was a needle minder that was in our welcome packet. Second or third year that I've gone to Stitching Texas. I can't remember for sure. But an awesome retreat, just really so well done. Tina and her volunteer peeps are fabulous. Fabulous, fantastic. All those things rolled into one. And just truly enjoyable. We actually sat, my friend Cindy and I sat at Tina's table. So we were right by the front door as people came in. So we got to see everybody who came in. And that was a lot of fun. There was also a person at our table. Her name's Tammy. And Tammy, first time meeting Tammy, she is an awesome stitcher. She's been stitching for her whole life. No break for her, like there was for many of us who flittered around from one thing to another, and came back to stitching. She's been doing it for a long time, and very inspiring. And I'll get to exactly how she inspired me a little later in this presentation. I took with me to retreat one of the things that was part of my haul at Market. I know most people have now seen this. This is the Stitching Pairs, NEB's Patriotic Pairs. Not Stitching Pairs, Patriotic Pairs. You know what I mean. It's right up here. I can read, really, I can. And you know how I love patriotic things if you've watched any of my other videos. And I guess I meant to say this up front, and I do want to stop for 1 second. So sorry. So my love of all things patriotic kind of comes from my mom. And my mom today would have been her birthday, her 93rd birthday. And I miss her. And my 4 sisters and I all miss her in different and varied ways, because she was she had a lot of different aspects to her. One of the things that she gave to me was my love of all things, not all things patriotic, because sometimes patriotism goes way too far, if you know what I mean. But it really, my dad was the same way, but really, my love of history comes from her. My love of American history comes from her, deeply ingrained. My needlework comes from her. I love all kinds of needlework. She sewed clothes for us when we were children. She taught us to sew, most of us. Well, I think everybody sewed. Some of us kept with it or not. Some of us, maybe sewed once or twice. No names to say who that might be among the sisters. Some of us did other kinds of needlework, knitting, cross stitch. My sister Sandy was the first cross stitcher. in our family and did fabulous stuff. She's now switched to quilting. I was a quilter for a million years, and now I've gone back to cross stitching. I did a little cross stitching along the way, but not like I am now, where I'm totally obsessed by it. But yeah, so mom really is the person who shaped who I am. My parents, both of them, you know, very fortunate. And yeah, happy birthday, Mom. Miss you. Okay, back to business. So patriotic pears is one of the things that I took to retreat to work on. Talk about more about that. Well, let's go ahead and show the whip. The whippy whippy. This is the whip. This is the white one. As you can see, it's going to have red and white stripes at the bottom when it's done. This fabric is not white. I purposely picked it. It has kind of a greenish tint to it, and the modeling in it here, I wanted it to show kind of like it had been around for a while. Give it kind of an antique-y, dust, dirty, almost moldy look to it. So this one will be done by the end of today. I will not be going to sleep tonight until this one is stitched. I actually did finish some things. I finished the, where are we at here? I finished the blue one. By the way, this whitish one is on 16 count Weathered Stone by Atomic Ranch Fabrics. I am primarily an Ada stitcher, as you can move in. I should remember to move in better like that so you can see things more clearly. This is the closest I think I've ever filmed. I hope I'm not like coming at you like what was her name? The actress who did a famous movie about an actress past her prime, and she comes out. Y'all know who I mean. Well, if you're of a certain age, you know who I mean. The rest of you can Google it. Okay, here's the blue one. Oh, well, I may look like I'm in a cave, but boy, look at that fabric, the way it shows up. Awesome blossom. And this is, gotta get my stitchy glasses on. These things, I wear them when I stitch, so they're kind of, this is actually 20 count. And it's a piece of something I picked up from 123 Stitch. I can't remember the exact name because it's been a while. But isn't it cool? I hope some of that modeling actually gets into the pear itself when the pear is finished. That's a really good picture of that. I like that. And the red one is finished on the bottom of my pile here. I've shown you previously the Christmas ones. I did those. So here's the red one. If I could hold it steady for you, that would probably be a really good thing, huh? And that is, you know, I said that this one was 20 count, but I actually think these are both 16. And I say that because I have the Christmas ones laying right here, and I know they're 20 count, and the stitch, it's much smaller. So I misspoke. These are 16s. 18, 20, next size is 18. I'll get my act together, really I will. 18s. And the weathered stone is 16. Yep, weathered stone is 16. These two are 18. Those are my Christmas ones. I'll show them real quick. I know you've seen them before. It's not really a season, but there's one of them. This fabric is called Lipstick by Picture This Plus. By the way, all that fabric was Picture This Plus. Well, no, some of it was Atomic Ranch. I usually am a Picture This Plus person. I really like it. That Atomic Ranch I had picked up at the Stitching Bees retreat, not this past fall, but a year ago, and I'm finally getting around to using that fabric. Is another one of the Christmas ones. And I don't have the cover to show you for the Christmas ones because I am pretty sure it was a download that I used. Did I show you this one yet? So there was 3, and then there was the bonus one of the rocking horse. So those pairs, the stitching group that I belong to had a class a while back on doing pairs, and this was the design. Turned out I was sick that day and didn't get to attend the class, but I have the design. So as you can see, those were some, finishes, and I have more pairs in my future. I am going to be doing the spring pairs. Get this turned the right way. So my green is not quite a green like that. I have chosen this Mint by Picture This Plus. You've heard of mint flavored pears, haven't you? Let's see if I can get a good picture of the, yeah, that looks pretty good. Really shows off the type of modeling that Picture This Plus is so famous for. Love it, love it, love it. And I love the soft feel of it. So I'm going to do those, and I may, even though spring is almost past us, I may go ahead and stitch those here in the near future. And then depending on how quickly I can get that done, then I also may go ahead and stitch these. These are the only other ones that I own right now, the chart that I own, which is the Sweetheart Pairs. And for that, I chose (16 count) peony, or as some people in some parts of the country say, peony. First time I heard that, I was like, what is she saying? by Fiber on a Whim. I'm wondering if that blue fabric was Fiber on a Whim rather than Picture This Plus. May have been. Picture This Plus, the modeling usually is a little more subtle, and these are usually bigger. In my experience, Fiber on a Whim's modeling is usually a little bit more, there's more definition to it, where Picture This Plus is kind of more subtle sometimes. Okay, so that's a little bit of haul and plans. So I don't really have a structured presentation today, and here's whips, here's plans, here's haul, etc., etc. It's all kind of conglobed together. How do you like that word, conglobed? You can write it down. You might be able to use it sometime. Conglobed.